Ford and his crew maintain the lead with the gang shooting at them, but the gang is not as good at riding and they crash all over the place. Ford is pulling tricks and causing them to crash into each other, but Jane is shot and crashes her bike. A gang member is onto her with 2 guns, but she knocks him out with an exhaust pipe and says you shouldn't pick on girls. Ford and the gang leader chase each other and get onto a moving train. These two are relentless and pull crazy stunts as they chase each other across the train, surprising the passengers. Ford gets down and onto the track and the gang leader does the same with the train hot on the track. However, the biker gets busted and the black guy is almost run over by the train, but Ford saves him just in time before a big explosion. Ford even leaves the poor guy his bike. Ford and his crew sneak the bikes onto a truck to get past security just as the feds pull in. Lucky for them, the truck is let through a checkpoint without much fuss. Once checkpoint done and they are in Los Angeles. However, they soon get stopped again. The feds are onto them. What are they going to do now? The crew bursts out of the truck in a racing car and the others on their bikes. The black crew is on site and they join the feds and the police in the chase. The interstate is too busy, so Ford decides to take the bike instead, jumping out of a moving vehicle to switch drivers. Then he buzzes off at lightning speed, crashing through the barricades. They create a big mess on the road, riding on the wrong side, and the feds crash their Humvee totally. It is a road rash madness as Ford and the gang leader fight and crash their bikes, only to start a fist fight, but they are evenly matched. Ford gets a gun first, but he is not a killer and he saved this guy's life once already, so he gives him the gun for a truce. They have a common enemy now, so Ford shows them where he stashed the bikes and the drugs, and Ford's crew is the gang's safe house. Ford decides to steal a Y2K bike, the fastest in the world, powered by a helicopter engine. The FBI agents arrive before they leave. One agent is dirty and he kills his partner. However, Ford has rigged the drugs and threatens to blow things up. Just then, Henry arrives with Jane and a crew member as captives. Fortunately, the FBI agent is not dead and calls for backup, also distracting the other agent to allow Ford and his friend to get away. The black gang leader uses a bike to knock over most of the thugs, pulling daring stunts while Ford fights the crazy lady who loves knives and Henry. One of the thugs has a shotgun on them, but he gets a chain to his neck, breaking his neck and hanging in the process. Henry gets away in the commotion, but Ford has the Y2K bike. Time for the super engines to run. The female FBI agent gets her payback on the betraying partner, blowing him to pieces, and all the drugs too. Jane and the gang lady decide to have a face-off too. They're experienced bikers and fight using their superbikes like knights on horses. They exchange punches on the bikes and Jane tries to kick her off the bike, but she pulls a knife and cuts Jane up. Jane is a formidable fighter and a gymnast, using a somersault to kick her into the curb. Ford is moving at a supersonic speed, breaking the car windows from the whiplash of the Y2K superbike. Henry hits the nitro button and accelerates beyond safe speeds. They are moving so fast the tarmac starts to burn, leaving a trail of fire. Ford is tired of the games and spins in the air, knocking Henry down and killing him instantly in a big explosion. Ford almost gets run over by a bus, getting kissed lightly by the tire. This is a lucky man. Jane picks him up. Soon they meet up with the black bikers gang. A new friendship is born, and Ford gets his girl back, kissing her passionately.